Welcome to AC 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. A new report from the Justice Department found that hate crimes at schools are on the rise. The number of hate crimes at schools more than doubled from 500 in 2020 to more than 1,300 in 2022. All of the hate crimes in the U.S. in 2022, 10% occurred at schools, making it the third most common location for them. The most common spots are on the street or in a home. According to the report, most offenses involve intimidation, vandalism, and simple assault, and they are mostly motivated by anti-black bias, followed by anti-Semitism and anti-LGBTQ bias. This is the first time that the FBI and the Justice Department released a report on hate crimes at schools. The educational institutions range from elementary schools to universities. A justice from Massachusetts' top court has refused to revive a 14th Amendment insurrectionist ban case against Donald Trump in the state. Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court Justice Frank Gaziano upheld an earlier decision from the state's ballot law commission. The panel dismissed the challenge because it didn't have jurisdiction to address Trump's eligibility for office. In an 8-page decision, Gaziano, a Republican appointee, said any challenges against Trump would need to be brought after he formally clinches the GOP nomination. Challengers to Trump's ballot visibility can request that the full Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court hear the case. Americans are mourning the soldiers who died in a drone attack on a U.S. outpost, and some of their family members are speaking out to honor them, as the Advocate Channel's Amy Kiley reports.
She was my firstborn. She was just so amazing.
Families of 3 U.S. soldiers killed in a drone attack are in mourning today. 23-year-old specialist Brianna Moffat's mother says she's proud of her daughter.
I was the first female in the family to join the military, so she became the second.
The widow of 46-year-old Sergeant William Rivers tells WSB he loved the Army and took care of his family. And the parents of 24-year-old Specialist Kennedy Sanders say she had a contagious smile and liked to laugh.
Remember her service and the commitment and the sacrifice she made for the country.
Sanders' mother recalls when she realized something was wrong.
Tried to FaceTime Kennedy twice, tried to text her and call her, of course, with no answer.
Meanwhile, the president and Pentagon vow to strike back.
We will take all necessary actions to defend the U.S. and our troops.
Officials say Iran-backed militants sent the drone to the U.S. outpost on the Jordan-Syria border. The Pentagon says confusion between it and a U.S. drone is how it got past defenses.
These militant groups are trying to start a war.
We will respond. We will respond strongly. We will respond at a time and place of our choosing.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The Justice Department issued a grand jury subpoena for documents to the Sergeant at Arms for the U.S. House of Representatives. The House clerk read a letter on the floor from the Sergeant at Arms informing the chamber of the subpoena. Now, according to a source familiar with the matter, the subpoena involves a Democratic member and the misuse of funds. The identity of the member was not immediately cleared, nor were the additional details regarding the alleged misuse of funds, except that it had to do with security. The Justice Department declined to comment. The airline industry is now in its football era now that the Super Bowl matchup is set with the Kansas City Chiefs facing off against the San Francisco 49ers. United and American Airlines have added flights between Kansas City and the host city of Las Vegas. Many include a nod to Taylor Swift and her relationship with Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Both airlines added flight numbers 1989, which is the name of a Swift album. United also added flight 2287, a nod to Swift's song 22 and Kelce's jersey number of 87. And those who choose to fly American when returning to Kansas City from Vegas will be doing so on flight 87. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes also has 3 flights in honor of his number 15 jersey. Download the Advocate Channel app on your phone or smart TV. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates, and subscribe on YouTube. There's more Advocate Channel entertainment and news coming up after the break. I'm Aaron Dean.